A warm welcome to the Little Monster Women's International Open. Our next match for today is a quarter-final match. And what a quarter-final match we have between from Chinese Taipei, CHOU, and from Korea. And now I'm gonna try and do it in Korean, but my Korean is not that strong. SEOA. In the commentary booth for this match, we have Eric Goorlifsen all the way from Canada and myself, Tim de Ruiter. Welcome, Eric.
Hey, pleasure to be with you. What a great match we have here. Tough to pick a winner. Maybe a slight edge to CHOU, but SEOA definitely capable of hanging with her and possible win here.
Well, we did see some good results from SEOA in Vegas, I believe so. She got to the final of the World Tenball Championship, losing to Christina Tkach. So she's definitely shown everybody that she's capable of running deep in a World Championship. And also she has won the Las Vegas Open once. So why would she not be able to win this tournament? That's the question. So it's CHOU to start breaking them off. We're playing best out of 3 sets, races to 4. It's a winner break format. Early temballs are allowed. And there's no break box, so they are choosing to break from the side rail. She starts off with a nice square break with nothing going in. What do we see, Eric?
Yeah, I think both players are going to favor the side rail. CHOU does go from the middle sometimes, but SEOA almost always goes from the side rail. So expect a bit of a tactical match here. SEOA's got an opener on the 1, but tough to get back for the 2. Really nothing except for a big power draw. Kind of leaning towards the side pocket on the draw. Tough spot here. Good hit, Tim.
Yeah, how about that for an opening shot? Perfect shape. Could have landed straight and difficult, but looks like she's got a nice angle to get off the rail.
SEOA's just a very steady player. Doesn't make many easy mistakes. Kind of snooker-ish type stance. See the stance differences between CHOU and SEOA. CHOU more of a typical pool stance, SEOA real strong and rigid. Look out for the side, it's there. So first ball in hand, chance for CHOU in rack number 1 here.
As you can see, just slightly skimmed off the 6 ball. Was always going to threaten the side pocket a bit, but the 6 ball did definitely not help. Still a bit of work to do. 6 ball doesn't go to the bottom right, so she might be playing for the bottom left. And needs a decent angle to come back up for the 7.
Yeah, tricky part here is he wants an angle with the cue ball moving to the right off the 6. It's possible. Might have to put some right spin on it, kind of swing towards the 6 a little. Oh, that was risky there, but she got the angle she wanted. Slightest bit straight. Won't be able to get as close to the 7 as ideal, but at least not moving to the left off the 6. Like coming into the short side of the 8 here, or 2 rails into the middle, maybe?
Yeah, I think I like to go with top right spin. Try to get straight-ish on the 8 to the bottom right. I think playing to the short side, easy to land with too much angle, and then to get back up for the 9 could be funny. This way she can, well, she can probably stun the cue ball 3 rails around to go back up. Stun left, maybe draw left spin.
I think it's got to be stun 3 rails. Yeah, she just kind of went in the middle of those 2 plays that we were talking about. Didn't want to put as much right spin on it. Got a little more angle here. Nice hit.
Just doesn't want to be on the rail. Straight and on the rail is probably the worst position to be in. I think she might have a slight angle, but difficult to get very close to the 10.
Just not quite falling back into perfect line here. Bit of pressure. Can see a deep breath there from CHOU. Buried it. Nice shot. Didn't quite get in perfect line for the majority of the first rack, but got through it. So is into the final 8 of the mixed doubles with her partner Victor Zielinski.
Yeah, I can definitely see that they've been playing a lot of pool in the last couple days. I mean, obviously with that many events running at the same time, the schedule will be packed and not that much rest for the players. But it also gives them a chance to hit a gear, really feel the tables, get in stroke. And she has come out of the gate quite strong with that run out. After the scratch from SEOA.
Cut break there, not big power. 0 for 2 on the break now from CHOU. It's a bit of her Achilles heel. She's ramped up the power a little since I first saw her play. It's always a conundrum solving this hand rack. A lot of options for coverage here. Likely playing the 2 ball in the middle of the short rail. Cue ball back towards the 4-6. Looks like she has full coverage there, Tim. Maybe the slightest thin edge on the left side. She does have the left side of it.
I'm just not too sure if she can get the cue ball out. Like maybe feather it and go above the 8 up table. Or...
Oh, she has the full ball. She's going to bank it up.
Oh yeah, she definitely had plenty, but she's hit it very firm. That 2 ball might go all the way down. It hasn't. But this jump, I have to say, doesn't have to do too much with the jump. Cue ball stays where the 2 ball is. Three ball is next to it. Maybe a bit of a roll.
Yeah, tricky jump for a right-hander here. Pretty much impossible jump for a right-hander, so she's going to kick at it. It's got a little long. So ball in hand chance now for SEOA. Most obvious pocket for the 3 will be the left middle. Has to avoid running into the 7, which is very tough, moving towards the 4. She might just accept running into the 7 or running into the 7 squarely, where she can kind of move the cue ball through it a little bit. It's a good shot too. Still running into the 7 here, but the cue ball moving the proper way now.
Well, did call her extension quite early. Still had 15 seconds on the clock, but feeling quite uncomfortable about this 7 ball, I guess.
Yeah, she's kind of running into the wrong part of it, like too thinly, where the cue ball is going to run through too much and towards the side.
Well, I would say if she pockets the 3 ball on the thick side, so the right side of the pocket, I would say she's able to catch the 7 a bit thicker. Yeah.
Thick enough. No off angle here. Push the 7 in a bad spot. Bit of trouble for SEOA in this rack now. Could take the cue ball all the way down into the 7-8 here. Be a lot of distance on the 6. Looks like she's going to go from the 6 and try to break out the 7. Needs angle. It's pretty straight, and I don't think the drawing angle is going back into it. Like drawing under all the way underneath it. Looks like there is the smallest of windows there, which you could pocket it in the top right.
Or a bank. But I think she's ran... Well, the bank is still there, but it's not like it's a straight in how it's laying right now. Oh wow, she is going for a corner. Doesn't want to hit the 8 though. If she catches the 8, she might push the 8 to the bottom short rail. Yeah, she's now called the bank on the 7. In the
this is a... Sorry, Tim, go ahead.
Well, it kind of looks like she was not sure about the decision, and time got her.
Yeah, I was going to say that'd be a rare bank to call all the way diagonal in the corner like that. It was more of a safe play. Missed the mark with the cue ball, though, and a chance for CHOU to take a 2-0 lead here. Distance, tricky cueing that doesn't come up that often. Kind of a half drag, soft draw. Tough over distance like that. So chance for SEOA to level the score now. Who do you like in this match, team? If you had to pick a winner, who do you like? It's close.
Well, I just seen CHOU win too much. Well, not too much, as in I don't want her to win more, but I've just seen her win so often that it's difficult to not pick her in, well, basically any match. I think she is the best female player out there. But, I mean, like I mentioned, it's not like SEOA hasn't had any chances in the past to beat her. And why she would not be ready to beat her in this match. So, it feels kind of 50-50 to me.
Yeah, I feel the same. Hard to go against CHOU's record, but SEOA definitely close to her.
Well, and one thing that I've seen happen a lot is that SEOA has been playing also a lot of men events in the last couple of years. She's been joining a couple matchroom events, like she's been playing the US Open. I think I've seen her at the European Open. Like, she's played a couple. So she might actually even have played a couple of the men's Pro Billiard Series events. So she's been trying to play against better players all over the place, and I think that's going to show at some point.
Yeah, I think the thing that makes it the toughest to really pick a winner is that neither player is really a break and run threat, so you can't even say that, like a big break and run threat, so you can't really say that one player has the edge in breaking either. It's just kind of down to tactical moving and how the balls end up after kicks. Could be a big factor. That's a bad break from SEOA.
Yeah, the cue ball straight down the drain. Obviously, the break is a big factor too. Player needs a bit of luck, but also needs to strike it well. Not a too challenging run out, I would say, as long as you can get the 1, 2, 3 right. 7 ball a bit in the way to get to the 3 ball.
Yeah, getting straight on the 5 here will be key. But like you said, she'll be forced to take a bit of angle on the 3 here. Has to get that angle not too much. Coming close to the 7 on the way back. Nicely played. Looks like she's considering the 5 in the corner. Just because it's tough to get straight on the 5 in the side. Pounded out of it. Didn't get straight. Just rim up the left side of the table. Bit of left spin here. Make sure you avoid the 7 coming back towards the 6.
Yeah, might have to try and get as straight as possible on the 6. I don't think an angle to the left works too great with the 10 ball maybe interfering. Might be just okay to stun the cue ball 2 rails. Only if she's sure not to bump the 10.
quite get enough stun into it. Still on the 7. Cue ball's going to miss a scratch coming across to the right long rail. A little challenging on the pocketing here. And both these players respect the other player's abilities, so they know that mistakes have to be at a premium. Got it.
Yeah, that was a bit of a nervy 7-ball. But that's where sometimes, if you just look at her execution, might not look like the usual pool player you get to watch. But everything very straight and very effective.
Yeah, she moves on the shot a little bit from time to time, but definitely delivers the cue straight through the angle. No way to play at as high a level as she does if she doesn't.
Well, I would definitely say this is the point in the tournament where the big bucks are being made. Loser of this match has a little bit over $3,200, while the winner of this match gets close to $6,600. So this is really where the prize money is starting to double and go real fast. Definitely will be motivating the players to play, well, for sure, their heart out.
And a spot in the tournament where you need experience too. If it's one of your first times there, you're going to feel the nerves a lot more. But both these players have been near the end of tournaments many times. Nothing again. Tough opener for SEOA. Nothing on the offense. Pretty easy safe behind the 7. See if she can spot anything else. She's actually going to play the bank. Thought the 7 was in the way at first, but she does have an offensive opportunity here.
Wow, she did
Nicely
go in the
played.
offense. Bank shot into the 3, shape on the 1. Glad to see both players showing that they are ready, up for the task.
Just wants to stay up the left side of the table here. 5's available in both pockets, but I think just staying on the same side will work well as long as she doesn't have too much angle. She is going to swing around it, weaving between the 6-10 and avoiding the 8. Nice shot. Looks like the cue ball is playing between the 9-10 down to the short rail. Straight enough to draw. A little safer, avoiding balls coming back.
Yeah, good cue ball. Let's see, is she going to leave herself on the center of the table, play the cut and drop down table, or is she going all the way up table, but she is just taking the angle as it comes. Ideally, a bit straighter on the 8 is needed. Doesn't want to fall with too much angle, just because of where the 9 ball is laying. Perfect.
Blow for blow here in the first 4 games. Expected to be a close match, and it's proved so far.
Yeah, and that makes it 2 each in the opening set. Expecting this to be a thriller, actually. If they keep playing like this, I think the match starts to get closer and closer overall. Most of the time you can tell a bit after a couple racks who's ready to go for the win and who's still struggling to maybe get some feel for the table. Well, it looks like both of them are definitely dialed in.
See if either can start getting the 1 going towards the side. That is the main goal when you're breaking from the side rail. Oh, caught both points with the 1 that time. Nothing on the 1 for CHOU. She has to stay down at the same end of the table that the 7 and 8 are on the push here.
Well, definitely has to be careful, because there could be a 110 carom as well.
This is all right. Ideally, so I'd like to be able to cut the 1 missing the 10 and using blockers kind of side rail to side rail. Looks like she can. Cue ball might be running into the 9 because she's hitting it so thinly. Play a finesse play with a bit of left spin here. Nice shot. Did she catch a window through 3 balls, Tim? Jeez, looking right at it here. Guess she did.
Well, still needs to play a good shot, but look at how thin she feathered the 1 ball. It's a little bit unlucky for SEOA, but like I mentioned, CHOU still had to hit it right though.
Yeah, standard 2 rail here, trying to hit the bottom side of it. Run the cue ball near the 5-10. Great shot. Not quite enough movement with the cue ball to get right behind the 5-10, but good distance. Not much jumping out as far as safe here. I think she'll have to take her extension if she has it. Could try to bank the 1 behind the 2-9, which looks like she will. Not the ideal shot, but nothing much else there. Anytime the object ball is really close to the rail like this, it's tough to kind of avoid double kisses and get movement going one way or the other. That's about all she had, and it turned out okay.
Yeah, a lot of blockers down table, of course. A lot of balls that could land in between. As long as she made sure the cue ball stayed near that top short rail, was not going to leave much. Probably the opposite side safety again. No. Oh, good shot there. Little flick off the 9 definitely helped out, but look at how nicely she's controlled the 1 ball.
Yeah, nice thing for SEOA is I believe she's flicked the 9 to a spot where the 2's available in the bottom right, so if she gets a shot here, chance at progressing well throughout the rack. Well, tactical edge goes to SEOA in this rack. Having a look at the 2 past the 9, I believe it does, Tim.
Well, she could also play for the 2 in the bottom left, but in that case she will have to hold the cue ball, kill the cue ball a bit better along the long rail.
Yeah, down that camera angle, I think it does pass. Just a little too much angle to play the rolling shot. Very nice. Yeah, she excels on those long, tough pots. Needs to avoid the 5-10 coming around here. Really not many pockets for the 3 as well. Tough spot. Oh, caught the 9 on the way through. Advantage CHOU now. Good shot. Ideally, she'll like an angle going to the long rail off the 3. 5-10's lined up nicely. So just 2 balls here. She looks pretty straight is the only problem on this one. Oh, it does have a small angle going to the left, so she'll be okay here. Has to target this ball nicely. There we go, and it looks like good chance for CHOU to get on the hill first here in the first set.
Well, you would almost say this is key shot. Wants to bring the cue ball back where it is now. That's the pace she needs to. Does it go far enough?
10 ball, right corner pocket.
Not ideal, but still pretty manageable. 5's pretty close to the 10. Just have to feel the cut angle into the 10 here.
Yeah, and that means it's CHOU now on the hill in the opening set. Some great quality from both. But one has to win this opening set, and so far it's looking like it will be CHOU. Still a lot that can happen on the break, of course. And what can you tell us about the break? The break really hasn't been going very well, has it?
Yeah, to my recollection, no one's made a ball yet. And if there is any knock against either of these two players, they are a little weaker on the break. SEOA almost made the one on her last attempt. CHOU looks like she's going to switch sides here. Big snap that time, but lost the cue ball. Tried to power up there, change things up a bit. The one was actually going, but the cue ball beat it to the pocket. So a chance for SEOA to bring it back to the hill now. Nine balls in the perfect line for the two, but she has ball in hand, so should be able to manage some kind of position close to the nine. Just overhit this a bit, but I think she'll stay on offense here, Tim. Just try to draw between the 4-8 twice.
Yeah, even could play with top spin and catch a piece of the 4. In case she's not sure about bringing the cue ball out and in between the 8-4. Don't think this is the position to play safe in. Oh, and probably just slightly too worried. Just worrying about the cue ball, and that made her miss that too. Hung up. One of the not so many misses we have seen in this match. Could give CHOU the set.
A little straight here, but close to the pocket, so she can target certain parts of the pocket to get a little movement with the cue ball. Wouldn't actually mind an angle just going to the left a little bit off the 4, so a stop play could work here.
Well, is there any way she can bring the cue ball in front of the side pockets to give her a bit of space on the cueing?
I'm surprised she did that, Tim. I mean, if you stop the cue ball there, you can just move it to the left off the 4, which would play well for the 5. Just didn't like it. Smart shot there, and she's back in line now. Good angle moving towards the 6, and looking good to take down the first set.
Well, she does have some great cue ball knowledge. Played a really good shot there to get on the 5. A possible set winner. Just gotta hold the nerve. Leave yourself nice angles and stay smooth.
Yeah, that wasn't a shot that comes up very often from the 4 to the 5 there, but she hit it perfectly. Drawing into the 9 a little here. Recognized that well, so played the follow. High level stuff from both these ladies. Just a couple slight mistakes from SEOA on the 2 ball. Shooting into a half pocket once. One open table miss in the 6th game here. But CHOU's up to her usual form.
Yeah, she's landed absolutely perfect on the 10, so that miss from SEOA has caused her to lose the set. That might hurt a bit. A very strong set either way. But it's CHOU now up 1 set. And it looked like SEOA will be taking a break. I guess Eric and I will go for a short little break as well. But I promise we will be back for the 2nd set. So stay tuned. And here we are back from the beautiful Gandia Palace in Spain with the Little Monster Women's International Open. We've just seen CHOU win the opening set 4-2 against SEOA. And it will have to happen over the long way. SEOA will have to win the next 2 sets to possibly make it to the semifinals. This is a quarterfinal match in the booth. Erik Gorlofsen and Tim de Ruiter. Not exactly sure what everybody is waiting for, but I guess we will have to bear with them.
Yeah, we'll see if either player can get anything going on the break in this second set. 2 scratches on the break in the first set. Don't believe anyone made a ball, so that was a big factor in the outcome. So to break first. Nothing again. Tough opener for CHOU. One's available on the side. It's cue ball's moving the proper way towards the 2.
Oh, she's missed the 1 and she's left it on at the same time.
Yeah, early chance for SEOA to take a path back towards a comeback here.
Extension.
Needs angle to get back towards the 3. Something around middle table will do. No options to play the 2 in the side, so just a stun off the left long rail here.
Yeah, gotta be careful not to stun it too firm. Doesn't want to catch a piece of the 3 ball. She has played it nicely, but she has landed quite straight on this 2 ball, hasn't she?
Yeah, it looks like 2 rails forward's the only option. Might have the smallest angle going to the right, but tough shot coming up here. Yeah, anytime you're powering up like that, you have to target the object ball perfectly. Just a little off there for SEOA. Bordering on a possible window here. If any part of the ball is available, it is the left side, which can cut it in, and she's called it in. Doesn't even have to swerve it, Tim. Cue ball's playing a little bit towards the 8. Good shot.
Yeah, might have been the most difficult position for this rack, actually. If you consider straight on the 4 little drawback. Well, maybe the 7 to the 8. Easy to fall on the wrong angle of the 7.
Yeah, the 9's kind of blocking the most ideal position for the 6, so she'll have to find a window between the 8 and 9, which won't be that tough because the 5 is kind of laying in that window. Just has to be mindful of the speed here.
Well, the other option she might be able to play is to go 3-4 rails to the left side of the 7 from the 6.
I like that.
But would have liked to probably be on the right side of the 9 to bring the cue ball over there. From this angle you will have to punch the cue ball that much. Makes it not that easy to control the speed. She's going a low left though. Well, she has gotten straight, maybe a eeny meeny angle. But she won't be getting very close to this 8.
Yeah, she's dead straight here, so be distance pocketing on the 8 coming up. Wow, it's aggressive, Tim. You know you're a confident player when you're not afraid to elevate like that out of nowhere. It's a better shot. You just have to be confident enough to elevate your cue. Good rack from SEOA here. But as you said, with the players playing in the mixed doubles and playing a lot, those shots where you have to elevate and be a little more confident, come a little more naturally. Lots of table time. Cue ball kind of jumped towards the 2 ball there. It had so much speed. It kind of affect the contact point on the object ball sometimes.
Yeah, so the opening rack now going to SEOA, but still a long way to go. Has to win the set, so still a very long way to go. 2 sets in a row, and CHOU will be on her heels. She will be chasing for the win.
Four railers in this time, and she's right on the 1. First chance at a break and run here. I think straight back draw to the left side of the table is the only option. Like trying to get straighter on the 4 and go 1 rail up the left side, or 2 rails around the 6. It's crossing the angle a lot if you try to involve the 6.
Yeah, I think she's gonna look and try and get perfectly straight on the 4 to draw it straight down, but so easy to leave yourself a little bit off on the angle.
Yeah, anywhere near straight can play into that following play or a straight back draw. She doesn't want too much angle where she's drawing into the 8 here. Looks like she will be. It's possible to draw around it. Gonna need a fair bit of left spin here to swing wide enough and avoid the 7. Yeah, I like spinning that ball a little more. Kind of stayed to the center of the cue ball there. Caught the 8 on the way through. She's in a bit of trouble now, Tim. On the rail, kind of running into the 10 off the 5. Think the cue ball misses the 10? It's possible.
Well, has to dig deep enough to make sure not to hit the 10. That's what
Great
she's done.
shot.
Gotta be careful with the 7. Oh.
That's unlucky there if she doesn't have the 6, and it looks like the 7 has got her by a little bit. Might be able to swerve it in. But again, elevating the cue with confidence there. Not an easy shot at all. Half swerve here, throw this ball in a bit. Still threw it, but was able to throw it with speed. Nice shot. Good recovery. Yeah, it looks like SEOA's improved. She's always been right near the top, but I would say she's even stronger than the last time I've seen her. Kind of lengthening her stroke out a little bit in certain spots, getting a little smoother through the delivery.
Well, don't forget, she did have the opportunity to tie things at 3 in the last set. She's only missed 1 ball, so it's not like she's been queuing real bad to lose the first set. That's one of the reasons I think that she's up 2-0. Good stuff. It wasn't the easiest run out too, if you consider the position with the 4. And then the shot she had to play on the 5. Now also the other quarterfinals going on at the same time. Wei Tzu Chen and Han Yu. Wei Wei's won the first set. Pia Filler and Kelly Fisher on the other stream table. Pia has won the first set but is down 2-0 in the second set. And Wang Wenling, or Wenling Wang, excuse me, she's trailing 1 set against Yasmin Ushan. Well, she made 1. 5 ball going 4 rails. Look at this 1 ball dressing up nicely. This is a great chance to get on the hill in the second set. Look at this run out, Eric. A bit too much angle on this 3 ball. Might have to run the cue ball around the 10 and the 6. I'm not too sure if she can still hold this. She's gonna try, it looks like. Oh, just used everything of the pocket. For a second really looked like the 3 ball was gonna stay up. So now draw to get to the bottom side of the 6. What a chance. And what a moment for a break and run. Yeah, a bit more angle possibly on the 8, but I think with left she can track the cue ball 2 rails to the center of the table, back again for the 9. Could also play with right. Just gotta stay away from bumping the 10. Have the speed right, of course. Doesn't want a cue ball to run too far. Looking perfect. He's doing a great job. Just this shape to the 10 to get on the hill in the second set. One shot on the rail. Then again, checking up the cue. There it is. So CHOU is now on the hill in the second set. Are we going to see a deciding one? Great break and run. Keeping CHOU in her chair.
Yeah, sorry, just had a bit of a connection issue, but that's 2 break-in runs now in a row, Tim. Got the break going. Playing well. Saw Claudio Cacci in his previous round put together 3 break-in runs in a row. Pretty rare in the women's game to see 3 break-in runs in a row, but SEOA has a shot at it here. Even in the men's game, that was the first time I think I've ever seen 3 in a row. Not to be this time, so a chance for CHOU now. Gonna leave Leave the right side of the 1 here, but tied up the 3 with the 8. So a bit of tactical play here in rack number 4.
She's going to try and thin the 1 ball, bring the cue ball above the 7. Really thin contact. She tried the thick contact behind the 4. Maybe a chance for CHOU. Can she do something with the 3 ball?
Yeah, hasn't shot in a couple racks here, so a tough opener. Only chance she has to get into the 3 is drawing the cue ball back about 3 or 4 feet. Getting an angle going to the right off the 2. Tough one coming here for CHOU. Nice hit. Didn't quite get the amount of draw that she wanted, but still on the 2 and could develop something safe off the 3. Just have a look at the carom there, Tim. It looks like the 10's a little high for that, but it's possible maybe. Oh, she's going to go offense here.
She could, of course, play thicker off the 3 ball to make the cue ball go higher on the 10. I'm quite sure
I think
she has played some Taiwanese carom before in her life, so this might be her comfort zone.
It's one of my favorite games, actually, Taiwanese carom. Not a popular one, but really develops your feel for shots like this. Yeah. Good try, but it's not there. She's left the 3 ball on. Gonna be a little tough to get to the 4. Good shot, recognizing that the cue ball could play through the 9 there. Ended up on the rail, unluckily.
Well, could she maybe play for...
inviting.
Well, maybe a carom. Also, because
now,
she'll have to go forward.
Oh, cliffhanger, drops in last second. Ideally, you'd want to be more to the left here playing the carom. Still is possible from where she's at. Yeah, just too tough to kind of draw the cue ball sideways from that angle. Good save here. Looks like the 8 has the 5 covered. He's going to try the bank combo. 5's likely going to end up near the 10 if she doesn't make it, so kind of an all-in attempt here for CHOU. Look at this. Made it. What a shot.
What a shot. Oh, that
stuff dreams are made of there. What a shot.
That brings her back into the set. I mean, who knows? She's still on for the comeback, of course, but it had to start somewhere. Try it with this carom on the 10. And then this straight back combo into the 10 for the win. And who knows what happens on the break.
Yeah, SEOA's found her break. We'll see if CHOU can find hers. What a shot there. No Just contacted the 10 perfectly. Over to the right side now for CHOU. Watch the 1 ball heading towards the left middle. Just missed it. Nothing down. Off angle chance in the side for SEOA. Just cross the rack a little bit there. Less chance of the 1 going in the side. Looks like the cue ball is moving a little too far to the right here, so I think she might play behind the 6. Good shot. Does she have the left side of the 1, Tim? It's close. No, going for the jump cue.
Oh, just wondering. Is she looking for the opposite sides? Cue ball into the 7, 1 ball into the 3 ball possibly. Trying to leave the cue ball near the bottom, but she definitely has not called the 4. And a shot on for CHOU.
Position towards the 2, very tough. A little bit elevated over the 8. Might just choose to back off here. She shot a couple offensive shots in this rack, so she's not afraid of the offense. In this match, pardon me. Good try, but again, the speed getting her there. Cue ball's running into the 7. Any kind of draw play is kind of playing into the corner.
Well, you kind of have to take somewhat of a risk to get on the 3 ball. Unless you're playing a bank on the 3.
I agree. Just run into the 7 with speed. See if we can develop something back up table, I think.
Can you catch the left side of the 7 and play top right around the 10?
Yeah.
From this angle, tight. Oh, that's
Caught her a
she's
little thick.
played something like that, but tough.
Still can stay on offense here. Cue ball's playing across naturally for the 5-7 combo. Challenging on the pocketing. CHOU's an interesting player. When she plays weaker players, she'll never try shots like this, but she recognizes the value of staying at the table against stronger players, so I think she'll go here. Yeah, into the shot clock. Just didn't make the decision quite quick enough. So a chance for SEOA to take down the second set now. Not there. Thin one for CHOU.
Well, gotta say, it's not like the layout is also laying for an easy finish. Like, Seo actually has to do something to get this done. Just like CHOU, I mean, it's not like this combination is a hanger. She's not guaranteed shape right after. Plenty can still go wrong.
Yeah, wasn't able to get close to it there, so really just has to focus on pocketing the 7 here. Good shot, but lost the 5. Decent safe chance behind the 8. 5 spanking into the 10 a little bit.
Oh, this
Shot
might
doesn't
be
want to hang
on.
it up. She'll need to jump it, but the 5's very accessible over the corner.
Would you consider the Massey with that much spin? Wide angle, can go real first.
Yeah, it looks like she just has to swerve a little too much, so I'm going to favor the jump here.
Yeah, it was just tougher to get the shape after. Anyways, she still has a chance.
I think she'll back off again. Try to line the 6 ball up with the 10. Pretty good. Gonna leave the left edge. CHOU will be trying to go behind the 8 again here. Cue ball's nice and frozen to the rail, so if she needs any kind of left spin, it's going to hamper her a little bit.
This is one I believe everybody would like to take on, but there's still something to do with the cue ball.
Yeah, I think taking a shot at winning the set here has value. Might be lying just a little long, but can hit it with speed. That'll play well towards the 8. Just backed off.
Wow. Good shot. Not the bank shot, but the safety. Got the full hook. The only thing though, you would expect CHOU to hit this 6, and coming from that angle, she actually has a reasonable chance to cutting this in too.
Yeah, 2 rails create some distance. Oh, 1 rail.
Oh, don't think
Chance
the
for
opportunity
SEOA.
has come like this before.
Yeah, I really like her approach to those shots. Drops right down on the shot line. Not moving her head right or left. Just picking out the line she wants and falling right down on it.
Well, and with that shape, you would say we will go to a deciding set in this quarterfinal of the Little Monster Women's International Open. So looks like the players will go for a timeout. Don't forget, after these matches we still have one more round to go in the Mixed Doubles Open. And as the players are gonna take a little break, we are gonna take a little break before we will go all the way till the end for the deciding set.
Both players back in the arena for set number 3. CHOU to break in rack number 1. She's going to need to get something going on the break here in set number 3. So I had 2 break-in runs. There goes 3 ball. Looks like a half pocket on the 1 here. Full pocket actually, which is okay. Four balls in tough. 2 balls pretty far from the 4, so tough to develop something as far as a breakout.
Well, she might have the angle now to run into the 10-4. I mean, it won't really hurt. She could try it and always have a safety as a backup as long as she leaves the cue ball underneath the 10-4, right?
Yeah, I didn't actually see this angle, but she can get into it now. Good try.
Can she play the left side of the 4 skimming off the 10 towards the 5, and then with left spin stick the cue ball with the 6? She's going the other way. Don't really see any guaranteed cover playing that shot.
Yeah, it's tough, you know, tough in those spots where there's so many options and you only have a 30-second shot clock. But that's, you know, it's a good skill to have, to be able to think quickly and go through a bunch of shots. If she had more time, she probably would have came up with something a little more aggressive. Gonna leave a window here. Cue ball behind the 5, maybe, Tim? Bank at the 4, maybe a 2-way with the 6, 7, 9, affording some coverage.
I don't like behind the 5 as it lays pretty much on the scratch. If you hit it a little bit too thin, you might scratch. And then the bank, kinda aggressive. I mean, I don't like the shot to play the opposite sides, but sometimes I kind of feel like it might be the better.
Yeah, this is the path I was thinking about, but just hard enough to get all the way behind the 5 because this window was open. Tough spot there. Has to elevate again. She's made a couple nice elevation shots so far in this match. Really got to get the drag of the cue ball proper here over distance. Tougher than it looks.
Yeah, it's easy to stun the ball a bit too firm on this. Or to not draw it and stun the ball a bit. And it's gonna run too fast. Wow.
Perfectly hit.
Does she have a nice angle to cross over still though? Did she land a bit straight? Looks kind of straight to me.
Yeah, I might have to settle for the cue ball getting a little close to the rail here. Slightly too much angle. Might have to play it with some right spin. Left spin, pardon me. that was a safer play, actually, but the spin got her there. Anytime you got to spin a ball off the rail, dealing with deflection and swerve, takes a lot of feel to pocket those balls.
Well, also the inside spin is throwing the 6 to the thick side, and playing it at that pace is only going to press it more.
Good chance for CHOU now. A little too much angle here, Tim. Might have to power all the way back for the side. These shots are deceiving when the object ball's close to the rail like this. It's tough to get straight back draw action, something that amateurs, I think, disregard a lot.
Yeah, very often you see players scratching the side actually on this. Okay, she is going for a 9-10 combination.
10-ball corner pocket.
This is tough.
Didn't
There's
think about
distance in
that.
between.
Yeah, it's lined up decently. I would have avoided it personally, but on a second look, it's lined up pretty well.
She never really looked like she was going to miss that combination, and she definitely executed that way as she makes the 9-10 combination straight in the heart of the pocket. And takes the lead back, now leading 1-0 in the deciding set.
Yeah, key there was she got on a real good angle to attack it. If you're off angle at all, that shot's a lot more missable, but was playing into the angle 3 rails there. Hit a nice shot. Had to hit the 8 with speed too. Good bailout. Made a ball in the previous break. It's been pretty low percentage overall in the match. Looks to be hitting it with more power now. It's a good power hit on the cut side. Nothing there.
Yeah, a bit more cut maybe than how she was breaking in the beginning of the match. Might be the difference for her to make a ball. Now probably cutting the 1 into the 4. Cue ball with top left spin. Trying to find the cover with the 10 is possible.
4-ball side pocket.
Call before just in case.
Oh, it actually looked like she's caught it real first. That's definitely not what she was trying to do. Has she left something on this 1 ball? She's been playing so well the last 2 sets. And in some ways she's looking a bit different now in the beginning of this 3rd set, Eric. I'm not sure if you see this too, or maybe it's just me.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing in the second set was she had 2 really good breaks and got on the 1. She looks in fine form. They both really do.
Yeah, just now 2 mistakes within 2 racks, and SEO looking a little bit more disappointed, a little bit more showing on the body language than she was doing overall in the match. Gets me a little bit more worried too that she might start to struggle a bit Now, don't forget,
She
if
has the
we
right
go
side of
3
the one.
each, if we go 3 each, we do have the shootout, so that's also still available for this match.
Yeah, and that's a certain mentality for both players in the third set. Just trying to get to that 3 mark first. Kind of gives you a free roll. Guaranteed to have a shootout at that point. Just considering banking the 1 across. Maybe the cue ball there. Real thinly off the right side of the 1. Really need to know how much of the 1 she has here. She's calling the bank last minute. Yeah, just ran out of time there. But I see what you mean, Tim. She's a little more flustered after those couple mistakes.
Yeah, now Rita, or CHOU, not opting to go aggressive. Not even interested with how the 2 ball's laying and the 5-7. Could also bring them both out of stroke if they are tapping the 1 ball around for a bit.
1 ball, that corner pocket.
Again, a bit of indecision here for SEOA, and down to the end of her shot clock again. Good hit. Six ball's kind of in the way of the cue ball playing up table. Might try to draw it between the 2-6. Good shot. Chance at offense here for SEOA. Not sure how far the 4 is off the long rail. There's going to be a 2-4 combination available. It's actually frozen to the rail, so you can rule that out.
Well, is there a combination on? Don't think it was,
I
but
think the 4. Yeah, I think the 4 is almost frozen on the rail there, so can't really slide it into the side.
cue ball on
Behind the
top of the
7 can
6
work
then.
here.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right. Think she's got her. Oh, it's close. It's called the 3, so she does have a look at it.
well, caught it too thick still. So she had more of the ball than she thought she had. Still super messy layout.
Yeah,
The
just
only
getting a little
thing,
scrappy here in this rack.
3 could be played off the 4 though. So that could give some options. Got the 2 in, then the 3 off the 4. Hopefully leaving yourself an angle on the 4 to develop something with the 5 ball.
Yeah, creative play required in this rack. Just a little too hard to be able to break into the 5. She can get on an angle near where the cue ball's at, but a little more full on the 5 and play the cue ball behind the 7. It's a good angle there. CHOU should be in trouble on the next shot here.
Oh, this might leak. That cue ball is not tucked behind the 7. Although it's long distance and big stroke needed to have something on the 6. Or would you just try to drop this in plain ball? No spin and take whatever you can get on the 6 ball.
Yeah, I think you just have to roll at it here. Not ideal, but too tough to elevate. She is, though. Kind of weird. She like elevated at it, but still rolled at it.
Yeah, and usually at that pace, you're most likely to sell out if you do not make it. And that's what she's done. This is a chance for SEOA to level the score.
Yeah, I really feel like she's lengthening her stroke out a little bit on these mid-range shots. I like that personally. So is dangerous on the break in the second set. See if she can replicate some of that in the third set here.
Yeah, so the second rack in the deciding set is going to SEOA. Things starting to get tight all the way to the end. Don't forget, this is a quarterfinal match. A lot of prize money up for grabs. Winner of this match gets over $6,500, and they still have a shot at $22,500. So quite sure there will be some nerves within this arena. Both players are fully aware of this, of course, but they have been handling these kind of situations many times before, as Eric mentioned earlier on.
There goes the 1. Two balls playing up decently, not ideal, but an offensive chance here possibly. Middle of the rack, stuck up there randomly. Gonna have to be dealt with later on. Most aggressive shot is to come across 2 rails and try to knock into the 6. A little bit dangerous if she runs into the 9 in that case. Not really going to be able to get into this 6 ball off the 4 or the 3. So going to have to leave it till later in the rack.
Extension.
Nice and clean. What is she about to do with the 6? As you can see, the 6 does not go by the 10. Well, she is looking at the 6-9.
Combo, maybe. Yeah.
I kind of feel like shape after on the 6 ball is so tough to get.
Yeah, you have to kind of cut the 6 to the right a little bit, and the 6 will be going up table. Could play the, if you have an angle, certain angles, you can play the cue ball near it. I don't blame her, though, because it's tough to actually get directly into it. See how this plays out here.
Nine ball, corner pocket.
It's not bad, Tim.
Yeah, she might actually be able to stun the cue ball with the 6 over towards the 8. Increasing chances to get shape.
Beautifully played. She's a favorite now, and she's got the break and run game going again. SEOA's played a great match. Two break and runs in the second set. This will be her first break and run of the third set. But really, when you can pour these break and runs on, it's a big weapon in these races to 4. So, had such anxiety there that she had to little gasp out. Never expected to be anywhere near a miss on that one. Got it down in the end. Wow. Just shows you a momentary lapse in focus. Stuff like that can happen. Take it for granted how good these players are playing. Every shot has to be taken with care. Made the one in the previous break. Looking for the same result here. Kicked away this time. Nothing down and a shot for CHOU. Oh, the 5 in last minute. So, chance for SEOA to get on the hill now. Last ball moving here, Tim.
Yeah, look at the 1 and the 2. Off to a great start, maybe to get from the 3 ball to the 4. 7 ball blocking the angle just slightly.
Yeah, I think she'll be forced to play the 4 on the side. Looks reasonably accessible there. Nice and close to the 2 here, so she can feel her angle towards the 3. CHOU showing a bit of disgust, not getting many shots. Four must have been a little sharper in the side than it appears. So, gonna take a different track here.
Oh, is she going to draw around the 7 to the top side of the 4?
I think she has to. Going 2 rails the other way, it's involving the 9 and the 10 too much.
Oh, she's miscued. And, well, we are very shortly going to find out if the 4 goes in the center.
Yeah, it goes, and my intuition was just to not move the cue ball as much on the 3 and just go at the 4. I understand it's a little sharp there. Problem for CHOU here is that the following angle is kind of playing into the 8, so she has to play this sharp angled shot with speed too.
Oh, she's decided to play it in the corner.
Guess she had to. It's too sharp, especially with the speed. Good coverage here. CHOU can get into the short rail with a bunch of right spin and try to stick the cue ball behind the 6.
She is going over the left, over the right side with a left spin.
Similar play, but I think I would have gone the other way.
Well, she did call to the bottom left corner. She caught it thin. If she had anything of a result, I kind of fear it's laying over the corner. Fear for CHOU. But this rail first definitely will work for SEO. Just doesn't want to be on top of the 7.
Not right on top of it, but slightly hampered here.
Well, a huge chance.
Like punching 2 rails here.
That. Or maybe top spin with a drip of inside. Wow. How well has she hit that? A lot of confidence in that stroke.
Yeah, she's hit a lot of high-level shots in this match. It's one thing to just run the balls when they're all there, but she's come with the tough shots too. Really great match so far.
Well, I was going to add, this is to guarantee the shootout for her, which is definitely going to take away a little bit of heavy breathing. Can settle down a bit more just to focus on getting the job done. As a backup. Well, looks like CHOU will be in trouble. Yeah, it's SEOA who's on the double hill. One rack away from the semifinals.
There's been a break and run threat throughout the match. Looking to get over the finish line here. She's won 7 of the last 9 games. 3 of them by break and run.
Well, in the meantime, Wei Tzu Chen has beaten Han Yu 2-0 in straight sets. Pia Feller is a 1 each against Kelly Fisher. Deciding set, Kelly 2-0 up. And Yasmin Ushan has beaten Wan Ling Wang in 2 straight sets. The winner of this match will be facing Wei Wei. Who's it gonna be? CHOU at least back at the table, but will have to win the next 2 to at least make it to a shootout.
She'll have to play the cue ball behind the 2 here. Kind of tough to get enough follow all the way back towards the 2. Could be something off the right side, developing the cue ball to the left side of the table. It's a better shot. It was too tough to get enough energy in the cue ball to go behind the 2. Kick into the right long rail is going to involve some draw.
Extension.
Considering the jump, it's a long ways away over the 6. 4, pardon me.
1 ball, corner pocket.
Got some good distance here. Looks like a window between the 4-5. Yeah, CHOU just has to dig deep right now. Has to realize she's only 2 games away from a shootout. She'll be on low morale considering not being at the table and losing good percentage of the last few games. But she's still in it.
1 ball, that corner. Foul.
Oh, what? I think that's probably the worst thing that she could have done, even if she kicked at it and missed the ball.
Yeah. Well, contacting that stack there for sure. And look at CHOU's up right into the 110. But SEOA has got caught in this spot a couple times in the match, just indecisive and the shot clock running down too much. And yeah, turned out badly there.
10 ball.
Big shot for CHOU here.
This 10, a possible break and run. We might have a shootout. I did not have the luxury of a shootout yet this week. Very much looking forward to one.
Not there. Just left a shot on the 1, but looks like position's going to be difficult on the 2. Well, she does actually have a small angle going to the right. Thought she was going to the left off of it.
Oh, she's overcut it a bit. I think she was trying to force the cue ball over a bit more. Slightly. SEO making a couple more mistakes.
So want to be on the rail here. There is room to cue down on it and not elevate too much, but won't be able to get real close to the 3 here. 4-7's playing in line of where she wants to be. Tough one. Like drawing and trying to hit the 4 off the long rail.
Oh, she dug a bit too deep. Jump cue coming out.
3 ball, quarter 5.
Well, the good news is the 3 ball will be behind the 6, but man, that was a good chance for CHOU. That's the second chance. She has not finished now. The combination and a possible run out this time.
Yeah, she's just a little cold from sitting for so long. Tough to get back in there and get back in stroke sometimes.
Well, things looking to get more awkward with where the 6 just moved to.
Yeah, a little too thin to pocket this one. Was there.
A little bit more of a gamble there with the cue ball, and also the results she's gotten on the 4. Not very nice of a result, I would say. She's kind of forced into taking this on.
Oh, that's a big shot there, Tim. Still going to be in tough on getting anything good on the 6, but you're right. She had to go there. Wasn't much for safe. Still at the table now. Cue ball behind the 10 here will play okay if she can spin the ball enough to the left. Six and 9 obviously posing a problem on the left long rail. It's going to play a big decision factor in what they do with the 5. Just had to fire it in last second. She did. What do you like here, Tim? Can cut the 6 into the 9. Just thinking about what to do with the cue ball.
2 rails in
Bunch of
between the
left
short
spin
rail and
behind
the 10. Well, it's that or low right,
Yeah.
banking the 6 into the 9 and the cue ball all the way up table. Let the 6 go wild. I don't mind this. His 9 ball also is coming back, but she's just barely missed getting behind the 10. Small details, but they make a
Yeah,
big
that was a good try
difference
there.
at this scoreline.
Just called it in, Tim. Just for the match here.
Wow. What an incredible shot she's played there. Bit fortunate with the side pocket point, but the guts to go for that shot, that's already worth a lot of respect. Curved in between the 9 and the 7, almost scratched. That would have been brutal.
Yeah, she was trying to run into either of them. She is still on the 7 here.
Wow,
Wow,
she's
what
ginned it.
If she gets past the 8, what a great match from SEOA. This is the type of play that it takes to beat a player of CHOU's level. But she's come with it here in this match.
Oh, cue ball close to the rail. Should be in. This is to get to the semifinals to meet Wei Tzu Chen. And there it is. So it is SEOA advancing to the semifinals, beating CHOU in a thrilling deciding set. Eric Gollefsen and myself, Tim de Ruiter. We will be signing off for now, but very shortly we will start with another match in the Little Monster Mixed Doubles Open, and we would love to see you back, of course. So we'll see you in a little bit.